Give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai B'Shem HaRakakadash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone wow, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom wa abal babal. So just to make the point, pretty much the 2/3 that are going to die in the lake of fire that are Israelites here in America, which America is going to be turned into a lake of fire by nuclear missiles, which it is prophesied in the Holy Scriptures that America, aka Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed by its allies and enemies shooting nuclear missiles on America, all right, in judgment of which it's called a horror, all right. There's no loyalty within the government or the people, all right. And the Lord, He has allowed His people to be enslaved here, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which have been scattered amongst all the nations. It says in Jude 1, verse 14, and Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of His saints to execute upon all and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which they speak against the prophets, which ungodly sinners, Israelites that lack faith, or the unfaithful, I should say, have spoken against him, right? It says, these are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lusts, and their mouth speaketh great swelling words, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage, right? So the Lord got 2/3 that are in America, Israelites, that are reprobates, and they're going to be destroyed. And it was prophesied before the flood that happened in the time of Noah. All right, so this isn't new. All right, it's new to you in 2025 because your Christian church is a goddamn lie. All right, now it says in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, and I'm going to read at 26. I'll start at 25. It says, therefore unto them as to sons without the use of reason, thou didst send a judgment to mock them. But they that would not be reformed by that correction, which we're telling you the correction required as it is written, wherein he dallied with them through his prophets, shall feel a judgment worthy of God, which Yahweh is going to send this judgment through his son Yahushai, and it's going to be America turned into a lake of fire by nuclear missiles. All right, and you're going to feel that fire, and it tells you in Proverbs 5, the thought that is going to take place in your mind is, why didn't I listen to my teachers? Proverbs 5, and I think it's like 11. Yep, it says, and thou mourn at the last when thy flesh and thy body are consumed in the lake of fire, which is America being destroyed by nuclear missiles, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined mine ear to them that instructed me. See? So that's why they're going to be crying in the lake of fire, because they're going to realize that they had a chance of salvation and they rejected it. It says in verse 27, for look, for what things they grudged when they were punished, that is, for them whom they thought to be gods, which, all right, Jake is following the ways of the heathen, worshiping idols, now being punished in them. When they saw it, they acknowledged him to be the true God, Yahweh, right? Just like in Egypt, when the Lord was plaguing Egypt, the Egyptian magician said, this is the true hand, this is the hand of the living God, right? When they seen all these plagues upon Egypt, which he's plaguing America just like he did to ancient Egypt, he's doing to this spiritual Egypt. All right. It says, whom before they denied to know, and therefore came extreme damnation upon them. Nuclear destruction, that is extreme damnation. There's no greater judgment than this. The nuclear destruction of America. All right. Or even the chariot fire being part of the troops that are going to be gathered in the valley of slaughter, the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. There is a great judgment about to take place. It's called the Day of the Lord. And 2/3 of the nation of Israel here in America are going to die because they reject the Lord. Shalom to the elect. Wa abba.